Welcome back to the channel today. We are spotlighting the 1979 half-dollar coin from the United States. We will dive into what makes this coin valuable, its collectability, and why it could be worth big money among you. S-coin enthusiasts, let's get started. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964, replacing the Franklin half-dollar, and was created as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his assassination in November 1963. Americans at the time were deeply emotional, and the release of the Kennedy half-dollar caused a nationwide frenzy. People hoarded them as keepsakes rather than spending them. By 1979, the coin was already 15 years into production, and while the initial craze had cooled, the Kennedy half remained an iconic piece of American currency. The 1979 issue came during a period when the half-dollar had already lost much of its place in circulation as vending machines, cash registers, and even consumers preferred quarters and dollar bills. Despite this, the mint produced millions of these coins in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, ensuring that they remained available for commerce and collectors alike. The obverse of the 1979 half-dollar features the instantly recognizable portrait of John F. Kennedy designed by chief engraver Gilroy Roberts. His profile faces left capturing the youthful optimism and leadership qualities. Kennedy symbolized around the rim are the inscriptions "Liberty" and the national motto "In God We Trust," with the date 1979 prominently placed beneath Kennedy neck truncation. On the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, we see the powerful presidential seal, a heraldic eagle clutching arrows, and an olive branch symbolizing America's strength and desire for peace, surrounded by a ring of 50 stars representing the states. The words United States of America and half-dollar frame the design. It is both bold and patriotic, making the Kennedy half-dollar one of the most beautifully symbolic coins in U.S. history. By 1979, this design was firmly established as a national favorite. The 1979 half-dollar is composed of copper nickel clad with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. Unlike the silver issues of 1964 or the 40% silver special issues minted between 1965 and 1970, the 1979 coin contains no silver and is strictly a base metal coin intended for circulation. It weighs 11.34 grams, has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Although the lack of silver means it doesn't carry intrinsic bullion value, its size and metallic composition give it a distinctive heft in the hand, which is part of the reason collectors and casual finders alike enjoy holding onto Kennedy halves. For many, the 1979 half-dollar is a nostalgic reminder of change from the 1970s and 1980s, when they still appeared more often in banks and rolls. Now let's take a look at the mintage figures and mint mark varieties for the 1979 half-dollar. These coins were produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark for proof and special collector coins. In total, over 68 million half-dollars were minted in 1979, making it a relatively common issue. Philadelphia produced about 68 million, Denver around 15 million, and San Francisco struck several million proof coins. Proof coins struck with specially prepared dies on polished planchets are far scarcer and highly desirable to collectors. Spotting the mint mark is easy. Look just above the date on the obverse side of the coin beneath Kennedy neck. Understanding where your coin came from is the first step in determining its potential collector value. In circulated condition, most 1979 Kennedy half-dollars are worth face value 50 cents. Because so many were minted and because they contain no silver-worn examples, carry no premium. However, condition makes all the difference in numismatics. An uncirculated 1979 half-dollar straight from a mint set or roll can be worth between $2 and $5, with higher grade examples reaching up to $10 to $20 in some cases. Proof coins, especially those graded or higher, are much more valuable, often fetching $10 to $30 depending on demand. Cameo and deep cameo proofs with their mirror-like fields and frosted devices can sell for even more, sometimes reaching $40 to $50. So while they average circulated 1979 half may only be worth pocket change, uncirculated or proof strikes can definitely add sparkle to your collection. As with many mass-produced coins, the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar is known to have some interesting errors and varieties. Collectors prize examples with off-center strikes, double strikes, or clipped planchets. Some coins also show die cracks which appear as raised Lines on the coin surface adding uniqueness and value. Certain proof coins from San Francisco can also have variations in the S mint. Mark sometimes referred to as filled or clear S varieties, which are highly collectible. Error coins can range in value from $20 to several $100s. Depending on rarity and severity, this makes checking your 1979 half-dollar carefully worthwhile because while most are common, the rare error can transform a 50-cent piece into a small treasure. One reason collectors enjoy the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar is because it represents a period of transition in U.S. coinage. The half-dollar denomination itself was becoming less used in circulation, yet the mint continued to strike them in large numbers for collectors, banks, and institutional use. For those building a complete Kennedy half-dollar set, the 1979 coin is a necessary piece, and uncirculated or proof examples are especially important. It's also a great entry coin for beginners, inexpensive to obtain, easy to recognize, and visually striking thanks to its patriotic reverse and iconic obverse. Portrait collectors often buy rolls of 1979 halves. Search for high-grade examples or errors and submit them for grading. For many, the Kennedy series is more than just a collection, it's a tribute to an American president and a symbol of national pride. If you own a 1979 half-dollar in high-grade or proof condition, it's important to store and preserve it properly. Never clean the coin, as cleaning can cause scratches that destroy its numismatic value. Instead, place it in a protective cardboard holder, a coin flip, or an airtight capsule to prevent damage from handling and exposure. Proof coins in particular should always be stored in their original mint packaging or in protective cases. If you believe you have a rare error or exceptionally high-grade coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and preserve its value. Graded coins are easier to sell and often bring significantly higher prices at auctions. Proper care ensures that your 1979 half-dollar maintains its full potential as a collectible asset. In conclusion, the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar may not be a rare or precious metal coin, but it holds enduring value for collectors and history lovers alike. With over 30 years of circulation behind it, this coin reflects a fascinating chapter in American monetary story, while also keeping alive the memory of one of the nation's most beloved presidents. Whether you have a circulated example worth only 50 cents, a brilliant uncirculated piece worth several dollars, or a rare proof or error coin that could bring much more than 1979 half-dollar, is well worth taking a closer look at. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history, value, and details of the 1979 half-dollar, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and share this video with your fellow coin enthusiasts. And drop a comment below: do you own a 1979 Kennedy half-dollar, and if so, what condition is yours? And thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.